Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Titanfall In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the R-101C Carbine. This is the most commonly seen weapon online, and it's a very good weapon. It's honestly top tier as far as I'm concerned, and everybody likes it also because it's the starting assault rifle. So you'll see more of this than any other weapon, and chances are you'll probably play this yourself more than any other weapon, so I thought I would go over the stats of the Carbine. The gameplay that you're seeing is from the launch still. This was launch day gameplay, so I'm still not entirely confident of these maps. You're going to get to see me play them and kind of experiment and learn the parkour routes as I go, but I have fun, and I don't believe I die in this gameplay. So let's jump to the damage on this. Well, I would call it an assault rifle, but technically it's a carbine. It'll deal 50 to 40 damage per shot depending on how far away you are from the enemy. That's a good thing because the damage drop is very minimal. However, in Titanfall, unlike Call of Duty, instead of having 100 health, pilots have 200 health, so that will take between 4 and 6 shots to kill. That is pilots and specters. Grunts only have 100 health, so it'll kill grunts in 2 shots or 3 shots, so it'll farm those much faster. The R-101C also has very good range. The damage drop ranges are 32 meters and 44 meters, so between 32 and 44 meters the damage is going to drop down or decrease from 50 all the way down to 40, and you'll go from your maximum to minimum amount of shots to kill. The silencer changes these ranges a little bit, and it causes you to have to take 1 less shot to kill both up close and far away, though don't quote me on that. I'm working on the silencer. There's, information yet to come in, but that's very good range. It's one of the higher ranged weapons in the game, and compared to Call of Duty, you'll find that it also has excellent range. And for those of you that aren't familiar with meters, that's approximately 35 yards and very close to 50 yards. Rate of fire is a little bit on the high side at 810 RPM. It's actually a fast-firing weapon, and in the assault rifle class, I'm pretty sure it's the fastest. Again, the game hasn't been out very long, but a lot of the other assault rifles shoot slower, single-fire in-burst. This is the one that really puts bullets downstream, and that's what makes the R-101C what it is. It shoots very close to submachine gun speed, but has a higher amount of damage. It's dealing assault rifle damage, which is very good. It makes it very dangerous. But next, we're going to need to talk about one of its downsides, one of the weak sides of the R-101. And that's reload time. It takes approximately 2 seconds to reload, depending on if you have a bullet in the chamber, if you need to rechamber it, or if you do a reload canceling, which actually did carry over from Call of Duty, but it's similar developers, so you get the idea. It takes approximately 2 seconds, kind of depending on these factors, a little bit slower or a little bit faster, depending on how you are or what's going on, which is actually slower than average for weapons in Titanfall. Titanfall weapons reload a good bit faster than 2 seconds. They're more like 1.2 to 1.5 seconds, so this is one of the slower reloading weapons in the game, so you really don't want to be caught out of ammo. Extended mag is not a bad idea for this weapon. When it comes to recoil mechanics, they're somewhat different than Call of Duty. Recoil is largely governed by ADS spread, kind of like Battlefield, so we're all used to Call of Duty where wherever you point your sights, the bullets are absolutely definitely going to go there no matter what, and it just kind of scans where the red dot is. However, in Titanfall, it kind of has an invisible hipfire cone. Like when you aim down sights, your hipfire tightens up a whole lot. It's like really tight, like a tiny little dot, and the more you spray in fully automatic fire, the wider that cone gets, where you can actually get some bullets kind of going out sideways and skew ball, and that's to simulate you twerking the weapon in subtle ways during fully automatic fire. It's very similar to Battlefield 4, and that's largely what governs recoil in Titanfall. Of course, there's regular, recoil and gun kick, but I thought I would make you aware of this other mechanic, and the ADS cone on the R-101C is slightly higher than average. I know that sounds crazy because you're going to say this is a very accurate weapon, and my feel for this weapon is that it's high accuracy. I kill people with this weapon, no problem. However, its ADS cone is still slightly higher than average, not crazy higher, just a little bit. However, I'm going to tell you my personal experience is that it's very accurate, and this will not be a problem unless you're doing very long range engagements. And when you're doing long range engagements, just shoot in bursts of 3 to 5 and you're golden. You won't have any problems with it. There are some things that are unique about it. You get no gain for crouching. Some of the weapons in this game can tighten your cone or lesser the degree of automatic fire if you shoot while crouched. There is no benefit to crouching with this weapon, and it's less accurate than others when in the air. Some weapons do not have any air penalties, so you can shoot people while you're falling or while running very easily. This one unfortunately does have penalties for shooting in the air. It's a little bit less accurate. Your ADS cone is bigger, so I thought you should be aware of that. When it comes to how I would recommend using it, there is not a great variety of attachments, but I find that using the HOLOSIGHT or the HCOG, I'm using the HCOG in this video, but the HOLOSIGHT would usually be the last one you unlock. It's kind of like, I'd liken it to an EOTech in Call of Duty, a little bit cleaner though, and a suppressor. The suppressor is not the most popular attachment because it does lower your damage. That'll change it to a 5 to 7 shot to kill or something like that. But I find that being off the radar, being off the minimap is extremely helpful because I don't like other pilots knowing where I am, and that's how I like to use it, although extended mags is also good. Well, that's all for this episode of Titanfall In Depth. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out the previous episode on health and movement, you can click the box on the left. It'll open a new window. The next episode will be on the Smart Pistol MK5. I'll work on that in a couple of days. As always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and or check out all my sponsored links down in the description. Drifter out.